Ladies and gentlemen, it is your lovely host here. It is Team Rara, and how are you doing on this Wednesday's edition? I am doing very well. Anyway, I do have social media accounts, and don't worry, I'll discuss that matter after this part of the video is over. Now, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some to eat, or grab some to drink. Sorry, or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on this subject. And of course, the article down below, or the link will be down below. This one, there will be an article. Okay. In yesterday's video, I discussed about possibility having Stone Cold Steve Austin back at WrestleMania 38. And his opponent, Kevin Owens. Stunner versus Stunner. That's what I'm trying to say. Will it happen? Because all these years, every time when there's a WrestleMania coming up, they always hear rumors that possibility Austin's come back. But it seemed like this time it might be for real. We'll find out. Or it might be another just smoke in the mirrors, however you say that. Okay. Let's see this. As previous report, WWE is planning Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens for WrestleMania 38. During the last We Live Pal podcast, Andrew, I cannot pronounce his name, talked about the possibility of Austin wrestling more after WrestleMania. Probably a part-time gig, like Edge and Brock Lesnar, like for only big events like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and even the Royal Rumble. And in between, he'll make appearances on Raw. I would just cut a promo, stun someone, and drink some beer. That's it. He's not going to have a match on Raw. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. It all depends how he feels, you know. If he feels comfortable to do it, he'll do it. So, check this out. I'm all for having Austin back in the square circle. But it needs to have a great storyline and a great opponent. You know, I prefer someone else. But Kevin Owens, I guess, it will do, okay? We're not going to see The Rock versus Austin. We saw it many moons ago. Why even the hell bring that back? And of course, The Rock is busy doing his own thing. So, I wonder how much money, if they do bring in Austin, how much is he going to get? Is he going to get like a big fat contract to, can never say no? And how do you think the other wrestlers, the male wrestlers, feel about this? How do they feel? If he's going to come back and blow the roof off in Dallas, Texas, home of Jerry Jones, AT&T Stadium, how do you think the men's feel on the roster? Do you think they're very happy? Unhappy? How do you think they feel if this does go down? You know? We'll find out. I just hopefully it's not going to be like if they want to have a match, make it like a brawl. Because I don't think Austin will go the distance. I know Kevin Owens can because he's in the ring shape. He don't have no ring rust, Kevin Owens. But for Austin, he has a lot of ring rust. So we'll find out if this match does go down at Mania. I know Austin is a major name, but are they going to make him like the main eventer for this? Because he's a big key, bump off someone who earns a spot like months ago, and then out of nowhere, Austin came back and took a spot? Or are they going to give Austin the first match of the card? Actually, for me, it does not really matter who's on the card. I mean, if Austin's the first match, the middle match, the main event, people will watch it regardless. You know, it's not the good old days. Like, if the title match, the title match is always the main event. Now these days, they even kick off the show sometimes. I hate when they do that. I think all the title matches, in my opinion, should always close out the show, always. Okay, so we'll find out when it gets close to Mania if Austin is really going to be a part of WrestleMania as a competitor. I guess he's still going to be part of it before, because, I don't know, he better not be the host. You know, we don't need a host for Mania. That part is so lame. I'm sorry. If he's going to come back, do some stunners, drink some beer, I'm okay with. But for a real match against a guy who's been wrestling for a long time, Kevin Owens, I know Austin had been wrestling for a long time too, but when the last time Austin wrestled, I think WrestleMania 19 against, was it WrestleMania 16? I forgot what year it was. That was a great feud. And he did not really have a great send-off. No retirement party, nothing. He just went out into the sunset, and that was it for Austin. So, what's your thought? We'll find out in a few weeks and closer to Mania if he does show up or not show up to actually have a match at Mania. I think Kevin Owens is teasing it on Raw, but we'll find out. Teasing and actually happen, that makes a difference. Okay, now I'm going to discuss my social media accounts. Follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All my social media accounts will be down below. Double click the link, DM me, and I can make arrangements for a future episode. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys tonight. Yeah.